Omaha's news leader, chronicling the stories and people making a difference in our community. This is KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.
Good.
The number one problem is recruiting, because we just can't get people in the door.
A crisis rippling across the heartland.
You don't have a lot of people interested in law enforcement anymore, and the people that are in law enforcement, they're going for dollar signs.
As Nebraska law enforcement agencies, both big and small, suffer from staff shortages.
I do combination, day shifts, night shifts. Sometimes it's 24 to 36 hours straight that I cover myself.
When there's a shortage, you definitely feel it because you don't see that other cruiser behind you or next to you when you need them out on the road.
They're our first line of help, from car crashes to missing persons reports to violent crime. We need and depend on our state's law enforcement professionals. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Bill Schammert. Today, we're not just looking at small-town officer shortages. The crisis is hitting big cities like Omaha. It's even impacting our state patrol. We start our coverage by looking at our state's largest agencies and the wages arms race to hire help.
My mindset's always just, it's watchful.
A watchful eye on the Metro's highways and interstates. Nebraska State Trooper Clarissa Fitzgerald is a recent grad.
Very frustrated with being stopped.
The 25-year-old started camp last summer.
Because I wanted to do something that was intense or challenged me a little bit more and calls you to excellence.
She's been patrolling solo for about 2 months.
We can't leave being friends with everybody, but I would hope if they ever saw me and they were in trouble, they'd go, oh good, State Patrol's here.
It comes at a crucial time. KETV Investigates looked at staffing data for agencies across the metro. Let's focus on the 5 largest: Omaha Police, NSP, Douglas County, Council Bluffs, and Bellevue. The numbers vary. Bellevue says it's fully staffed. Council Bluffs, only 3 open jobs. But OPD needs 90 uniformed officers to meet its need, and the State Patrol has 60 open positions. That's a 12% vacancy rate, or 1 in every 8 jobs.
It's pretty slim pickings. There's a lot of competition for the very few people who presently are pursuing careers in law enforcement.
During this past legislative session, Colonel John Bolda called the vacancy rate at the Nebraska State Patrol the worst it's ever been. And he says it's not just one issue leading to the problem.
We have the low unemployment rate, we have a labor shortage, and you have someone coming out of college or coming out of the military. Those are the people that we're recruiting, and they have a lot of choices.
The colonel also pointed to a, quote, negative drumbeat of news headlines, from George Floyd to Breonna Taylor to the defund the police movement.
Law enforcement has been its own worst enemy in some cases. We've had some dramatically bad media coverage over some bad incidents where people did the wrong things.
He says it's led to an arms race across the U.S. and here in Nebraska.
It's a very competitive, I would almost say cutthroat for the candidates that are available.
KETV Investigates dove deeper into that competition. Let's look at those same 5 large agencies. Yearly pay has jumped over the last 5 years. Douglas County currently comes out on top at $65,000 a year. The State Patrol was at the bottom by Omaha Police, but a 22% pay bump signed off by the governor this year is now in effect. It sent starting troopers up to more than $62,000 a year. But not every agency has that luxury.
We are in a crisis.
Jim McGuire is president of the Nebraska FOP.
But again, it is still the greatest job ever.
Representing about 5,000 of the state's law enforcement.
Good.
The number one problem is recruiting, because we just can't get people in the door.
But money opens doors, and Nebraska state lawmakers are trying to help.
Oh, without a doubt, LB 1241, which was the Law Enforcement Recruitment and Retainment Act.
LB 1241 went into effect July 1st. For larger agencies, that meant a one-time $750 bonus for everyone who's been employed at least a year.
We're hoping that with some of these money incentives that they will stick around, because it is a true crisis.
It's a crisis that every officer, deputy, and trooper can tell you about.
When there's a shortage, you definitely feel it because you don't see that other cruiser behind you or next to you when you need them out on the road.
That wages arms race is about to get a shot in the arm. Maybe. The mayor's office says the proposed budget pushes starting pay from just under $52,000 a year to nearly $71,000 a year for officers in Omaha. We welcome in Omaha Police Chief Todd Schmatter now. Chief, we've heard a little bit about the recruitment and retainment issue across law enforcement in Nebraska. Yeah. What do Omaha Police's numbers look like right now when it comes to vacancy?
Yeah, right now we are down 99 officers. That's the lowest we've been since 2009. So it's a concern to me. It's a concern to me at that low level, but also Omaha's population's increased quite a bit since 2009. So it's even exacerbated from that front. Omaha Police is in the middle of a national hiring crisis that law enforcement is facing all across this country. The fortunate piece right now is that the Omaha Police Department's management team has done some interventions, has streamlined some workloads. Our crime numbers are very good. Our response times are holding even. So right at this point in time, the community has not felt the impact. However, as chief and my command staff, we confer all the time. We feel we're on borrowed time. At some point, interventions that we take to streamline work operations will only go so far. We've got to get some officers hired, and we've taken a number of steps to try to do so.
99 officers down. The community hears that.
Yeah.
Is that a sacrifice to safety at this point? You said you streamlined operations.
It is not a sacrifice to safety. And some of the barometers that I look at is what's our response times? They're holding fairly steady within that acceptable range comparatively in the past. What's our violent crime numbers? Right now, our violent crime numbers are very good, actually nationally getting a little attention on that front. So it hasn't hit that point yet. What we're probably seeing more right now is a couple indicators that are also very important. Overtime's going up quite a bit. So that's one reason why the public hasn't noticed it, a lot of overtime. And then another indicator that's not a positive is officer burnout. That's a real concern of mine.
The mayor's budget proposal came out recently, shows a pretty significant increase for starting pay for Omaha Police.
Yeah.
What kind of difference can that make if it goes through?
Yeah, if it passes, it's going to be a huge difference. We're fishing from the same pond, essentially, and a lot of agencies around here have raised their pay, took over more pay than the Omaha Police Department. Omaha Police Department is going to be your flagship agency for the state. We are the largest. We do the most diverse work. We are the urban environment. So any level of policing, every facet of policing you're going to see in a major city, it takes place in Omaha. So it is incredibly important that we're the highest paid to start and highest paid to top out. And this new compensation package will put us there. I anticipate an influx of laterals, which is transfers of veterans from other agencies coming here. And I am hoping the general applicant pool increases greatly as well, because part of this hiring crisis is the applicant pool has dwindled. It used to be 1,500, 1,200, and now we're in the high 300s. It's not sustainable for a city this large.
You talk about an applicant pool of the high 300s. There's only a fraction of those probably that actually could qualify, right? Correct?
Generally, the rule of thumb, about 8 or 9%. That's the rest get washed out in our background or aren't ready at this point in their lives to be police officers. So that's not a high percentage. So you could see why an Omaha Police Department would want 1,000 applicants, because we will put a class on here in September. I would love for this class to be 64. It will not. It'll be about 30. And we cannot continually do this. So once we get this class done, we'll do the hiring campaign. We'll tout the new pay scales, and also the state stepped up last year and had free tuition for police officers' kids and grandkids. And we think that's going to help draw people from outside the state. So we're taking measures to address this, but it's definitely a crisis.
99 short. What's a number you would be comfortable at, and how long would it take to get there?
Right. Probably full staffing, because it takes 11 months when we get them in the door to train them, be able to function on their own. We're looking at late 2025. But if we got this class of 30, that's going to cut it to 69. If we can get another class going, that's 60, maybe 64. That will really put Omaha in a really good space. And then you follow up with another large class. By the time they're done, that's probably late 2025. And so there's a plan in place. It's doable, it's functionable. And I can say Omaha is sitting better than a lot of major cities. Not comforting to hear that, because we worried about ourselves only, but I can tell you it can be a lot worse.
We've got about 30 seconds. What's your sales pitch to become an Omaha police officer?
Hey, it's the greatest job around. There's a lot of misconceptions about police work. The biggest misconception is this: the public likes the police. They want us around. You'll love the interactions with our public. You'll love the camaraderie. You'll love making a difference. And once you come into the door, you'll never leave.
Chief Ty Schmatter, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
As we just heard, the competition to hire help is more aggressive than ever before. Coming up, we have a look at the staffing crisis within some of Nebraska's smallest towns and get a look at what incentives are being put in place to help get officers on the force. We'll be right back.